Sergeant Build.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Aiden's Fully Sick VL Build. Today we're at Powerhouse Engines. I'm here with Johnny Pillar. Today is engine assembly day. So we're going to start putting the rods and pistons and our cylinder head onto my RB30. Johnny, do you reckon I can do some spanner turning? Or
Oh, listen, we might get your buffing some wash plate holes or something like that, but that's probably about it.
okay, yeah, I'm not to be trusted with building my engine.
No, we'll get Trev to screw this together and yeah, it should be good.
Awesome, and then we'll obviously put on the engine dyno here.
Yeah,
see what she makes.
Yeah.
Cool, let's get stuck into it.
Yep.
So here we are with the RB30 crankshaft. We're just balancing it at the moment, so we're taking material off either end so that it's the same weight at both ends, so that makes it balanced. We've also modified the crank for a GDR oil pump drive because the standard RB30 oil pump isn't going to cope with the hecticness of my turbo setup, basically. So once the crank itself was balanced, Trevor put the flex plate on and then did the same process again. He removed some material from the flex plate to ensure that the whole thing is balanced. So my turbo has just arrived. Basically, we're just going to give this a clean up and should be right to go. What do you reckon, make 600 horsepower with this?
Maybe.
Maybe not. Look at that, wastegate. That is disgusting. So once again, we're back with Trevor. He's going to be doing the engine assembly today, not me, unfortunately, and probably for the better anyway. Trevor's now famous after being on the cover of Street Machine. Here we're installing the crankshaft for the final time. As you can see, Trevor greases up the main bearings and installs the crank girdle using my ARP main studs, and then we're torquing them up to their specific settings. Now we're preparing the cylinder head for its final assembly by installing our valve stem seals, valves, and my new Crocams double valve springs. There we go. Damn! So all that could have potentially gone in my engine if we didn't work that out. Alright. Here we go. This is probably not going to go well for me. Looks good to me. It's ready to paint.
The piston is going into the engine block for the very first time. It's my best David Attenborough impression. Here we are, Trevor tightens up the rod bolts. And now the process is finished. Don't clear repeat another part.
My thoughts and feelings and emotions. It's a very deep question. We've got our first piston in. It's a momentous occasion. Now we've got 5 more to go.
It's about 5 out proud.
With the first piston in, we set the cylinder head on, install the Crocams street and race cam, and then check the clearances. Here you can see we've used two different valve springs on cylinder 1. Those are just soft springs so that we can check the clearances. Everything looks good, so the cylinder head comes off and John installs the rest of the pistons. So Johnny's entrusted me to bleed the lifters. Hopefully they don't explode in my face. We should be right. It's basically just going really slow. Should be enough. See if we did the job right. Now we're removing those two test valve springs from the cylinder head and installing the final two Crow double valve springs before we finish the cylinder head assembly. We put in a big day here at Powerhouse Engines. As you can see, my RB30 is pretty much fully assembled. So what's the next stage in the process?
Well, Aiden, we're going to paint it, put Welsh plugs in it, just finish off a few of the little accessories,
Yep.
and make sure everything clears, and then wire it, plumb it, and then on the engine dyno.
Cool, so we'll have it on the engine dyno next episode. where we'll plug the Haltech in, wire everything up, and it'll all be running as it will be running in the car. And obviously we'll see how much power it makes.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see what we can squeeze out of this thing.
So tune in next episode. We'll be back here at Powerhouse Engines on the Engine Dyno.